Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh, Bashem Elohim, that's double on the son to the elder apostles at Great Millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Now, I'm coming at you with something hilarious here. It's not hilarious, but this guy is just a class act. And I'm going to let him put his foot in his mouth. And then I'm going to talk about it. And by the way, I had to scan through the whole video just to get here, just to get this clip. Irritating. And I didn't listen, but I glanced at it and, for example, here, he's going to grab a knife. He grabs a knife.
Come on now.
And he plays around with it, puts it near his mouth. And this is not the first time I saw him play with a knife on the table. This might be another one. I'm not sure because, I don't know because I see here too, the same thing. I saw him in the other video playing with a knife. Here you can see him again. Well, this is the same video, of course, but here's another one where he's swinging it around.
He controls that.
Yeah.
We're one, and so do we. Our ball is like two diamonds.
He's swinging it around here.
You are going to have some mouth, stupid bitch. You're going.
Funny dude. Right. So right. Let me get to this video. Right. Oh, you're here.
He was there again. Let me tell you what Chris Rock has to do if he wants to be a man.
This is what he would advise Chris Rock to do, and every one of you, not just Chris Rock, every one of you, because hey, if you say it for one, you mean for all. Check out what he's saying.
Chris Rock is a lot smaller than Will Smith, probably about 50 pounds and about 4 inches, right? This is what Chris Rock should do. This would be my counsel to him. Chris Rock cannot beat Will Smith in a fight, more than likely. Will Smith trains for action movies. He's probably well trained with all kinds of martial arts and fighting styles and guns. But if he truly wants revenge, and Chris Rock must get revenge.
Must get revenge. You already know that's going against the scriptures, man. Let me get there real quick. Now, where did I put it? James chapter 1 and 20. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the heavenly Father. Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahweh. That's why we don't go around trying to kill Edomites. Even though we know the things that they're doing, murdering millions upon the planet Earth. But we waiting till Yahweh Bashem Yahweh do something. Now, I'm not saying like if a man walk up to you, smack you in the face, that you shouldn't do anything. Yeah, you should protect yourself. But after it's all done and happen and stuff like that, especially if you are in a so-called social ranking system type thing, this is not a good thing that you should advise your people to be going and doing. If it's then and there, then you do something about it. But then again, that whole thing was fake anyway. It's all orchestrated. Everybody's talking about it. Meanwhile, I could just show you on BitChute what type of real things are going on upon the planet Earth. Real stuff. The food is being shortage and stuff like that. Things are being created. Shortages. You have famine. You have prices skyrocketing. Meanwhile, you have what's that thing called again? You have sunflower fields in Spain. Endless. This is in Spain. As you can see, España Fanda, Spain. Look up Spain. Oh, that there. This is only Spain. And then you have Italy. You have Italy. Ciao tutti. Or however you pronounce it. Right? You have endless fields. And this is the Netherlands, by the way, because I already looked this up. You have the Netherlands. And these are just 3 countries that I just mentioned. This is the Netherlands. You have fields upon fields upon fields of these things. How come they're telling you that there's no oil because of the war in Russia? Russia doesn't have no oil. Doesn't have all the oil. You know. Zealand. It's all a trick. These are the real things that are going on right now. And everybody's talking about a smack. But listen to what he's saying.
And the Spirit of Christ, he has to do it. Or else
Really? It don't make no damn sense, because the Lord said don't do it. But he says this Christ dude, so maybe if you believe in this Christ guy, you can do it. Yeah.
he won't be a man. Let me tell you what my counsel, if Chris Rock was a man under my supervision, this is what I would counsel him to do. This is the only way Will Smith would understand. Chris Rock cannot fight him. Chris Rock cannot assault him. But you know what Chris Rock can do? Chris Rock can fuck his wife. And that's what he should do. He should do that.
You got people laughing and clapping at the same time. This guy's promoting adultery. And he's telling you to basically go do some on a dummy tip. And we all know that you should know. Let's just say this. I think it's fake because there's a lot of things going on. You think that man would just jeopardize his whole career or whatever, man? No, man. Listen, man. It don't matter about his career. That dude got money. I feel like, would you think he's gonna run out of money if he does stupid stuff like Iverson, that basketball player? A lot of basketball players, after they stopped playing basketball, they lost their money because now come the debt collectors and stuff like that. So that's something else. But Will, nah, man, he ain't stupid. He's just I think they're playing.
He should buy some of that good heroin.
He's telling them to go buy heroin too. That's witchcraft.
Buy some of that good heroin. They got good heroin down here in Kensington. Kensington got excellent heroin.
How you know that? And why do you know that? And why are you pushing this? Talk about drugs. Why are you even talking about heroin? Do you know where heroin comes from? Vietnam on the map. Do you know where Vietnam is? Check this out. Now Vietnam is here. Here. Right? And had war. Check this out. It was here. And had war with America. How the hell do you fight somebody all the way here? It's because they had that them leaves, them heroin, that heroin's over there. And here they had where is it? Here they had the poppy leaves. So it's all about drugs. And now every hospital has heroin, but they call it morphine. Whatever, man. Heroin. Opiates such as morphine and codeine, I don't know, are natural opiates found in the opium poppy. So what is an opium poppy? It's this thing. It's a leaf. This thing. That milk. Right, you can make heroin out of it. You can make, just some dopamines, man. But yeah. And then you have fentanyl. Fentanyl. I just found out this year, by the way, what fentanyl is. I didn't even know. So, heroin, you need this. But fentanyl, you only need this and you will die. And then you have carfentanil, which is only one grain, like a small compacted grain. And this will kill you because fentanyl is 50 times more potent than heroin. I don't even know how you spell it. Okay. Carfentanil is 10,000 times more potent than morphine, which is heroin. And fentanyl is 50 times more potent than heroin. So 10,000 times more potent than morphine and 100 times more potent than fentanyl. And fentanyl is 50 times more potent than heroin. Who makes these things? Should I answer that? Or should you know?
Excellent cocaine, purer than in New York.
Excellent cocaine, purer than in here in New York. Let me repeat that. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm gonna just try and do my best. I'm gonna put this link in the description box, and you could check from what timestamp I started recording. I started playing.
If Chris Rock was a man under my supervision, this is what I would counsel him to do. This is the only way Will Smith should understand. Chris Rock cannot fight him. Chris Rock cannot assault him. But you know what Chris Rock can do? Chris Rock can fuck his wife. And that's what he should do. He should do that. He should buy some of that good heroin.
At least somebody here woke the hell up. Disgusting. Damn right, sir. That's right. Fight back. These are the people that are really funny. And they clapping.
He should buy some of that good heroin. They got good heroin down here in Kensington. Kensington got excellent heroin, excellent cocaine, purer than in New York. He should get some of that weed from California or some of that cocaine from Philadelphia. And he should go and talk to Jada Pinkett. You know what he should do? He should befriend her son.
Deceiver.
He should go make friends with her son. He should come over the house and say, listen, I want to squash this beef. I'm sorry about what I said about your head. You know, that was wrong. Me and Jaden here playing video games here. He should start playing with Jaden Smith. And he should fuck the shit out of Jada Pinkett until that head glows in the dark. Then Will Smith will know what it's like to be emasculated.
He already knows what it's like. What are you talking about? But then again, the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. So enough with that. Let's just say that whole thing is real. Cool. But I do think that, you know, the way that she treats him is real. But that schmack, I don't know about that. But now I'm going to go in the scriptures and prove this 8-ball, this round pound. I'm going to prove him wrong through the scriptures. Because you're not even allowed to have sex with a heathen, his wife. Genesis 39:3. This is about Joseph when he was sold as a slave. And his master saw that Yahweh was with him, and that Yahweh made all that he did to prosper in his hand. Just like how Laban, the uncle of Jacob, saw that the Most High was with him, and he wanted to keep him there. He kept him there for 14 years, against his will. In the beginning, he was doing it for great. And then he started to get tired at the end of the 14 years. He wanted to leave, but he still wanted to keep him. So Jacob fled. But you can read about that in Genesis 49. Oh, no. I forgot. Yeah, wait. Jacob fled from Laban. Right. So, where was I? And Joseph found grace in his sight and served him. Did I read it right? Let me see. Yeah, because Joseph is the son of Jacob. But anyway, going on. And he made him overseer. Wait, sorry. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him. And he made him overseer over his house. And all that he had, he put into his hand. And it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house, and over all that he had, that Yahweh blessed the Egyptian's house for Jacob's sake, Joseph's sake. So even a heathen can get blessed by the Lord because they help us. They are friendly toward us. And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in his house. In the house, sorry. And in the field. And left all that he had in Joseph's hand. That's what his master did. And he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. So basically he gave him everything except for the bread. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. Now when you read this, you'd be like, oh, he wasn't a very nice guy. That's not what it means. Go to the book of Genesis 39 and 6. Joseph was a goodly. What does that mean? Hebrew 83, 89. Ta'ar. Shape, form, outline, figure, appearance. So he was basically extremely handsome. Comely countenance, fair. Favored, form, goodly. Resemble, visage, or visage. So he was handsome person and well favored. And here comes the well, which is Hebrew 33:03. Yappa. He was beautiful, handsome. So he had a good shape, and he was handsome and favored. Hebrew 47:58. The sight, his appearance, his vision, as how he looked, his sight. There's, love at first sight, for example. Yeah, that's that type of sight. His appearance. So he was extremely handsome. Now going back to over here. Right. Because I had to do that. Because if I just read it like this, you would think, oh, he's very nice and he's well favored by people because he's very friendly and he's just a good person. And it came to the reason I read this and explain this is because it's gonna play out here, right? And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph. That's what I'm talking about with like the love at first sight. And she said, lie with me. But he refused and said unto his master's wife, behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house. Basically, he didn't say no to anything in the house. And he had committed all that he had to my hand. So he didn't say no to anything that Joseph wanted or did. So this was a different type of slavery as what the Edomites did to us. That's why the Heavenly Father is going to exterminate. That's one of the reasons why Esau is going to be exterminated. There is none greater in this house than I. Here it is, he's a slave. And still he's under his master's house, which was a very rich man. Neither had he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against my Lord Yahweh? He wasn't talking about sinning against that man. He said, oh, how can I do this great wickedness? Because you are his wife. And sin against my Lord Yahweh. Don't bother me, man. Ik weet zeker dat hij hier komt lullen. Sorry about that. Now it says here, and it came to pass as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her, to lie by her, or to be with her. She was begging him. And the Lord said, against thee only have I sinned. So he was sinning against that man, but that's actually not the case. I think it was 53. It was 52 then. I think it was 51. Right. Psalms 51 and 4. Against thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. We sin against the Lord because it's his laws. It's his ways, his commandments, his statutes. Romans 7 and 2. For the woman which had a husband is bound by the law to her husband, so long as she liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loosed from the law of her husband. So then if, while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man, had been married to another man. What is this guy telling this Chris Rock to do? And by the way, this is a busybody dude. I mean, but we're doing this for edification's sake so that you don't think that this is right. Because a lot of people, damn right, PTSD. A lot of people, did the general just promote adultery? Huh? Yes, he did. And you too stupid to know. Whoever laughed at his jokes, be careful, because you might just fall victim of what he suggested you to do. Shame, and disgust. And this guy's right. Not only is he promoting that for Chris Rock, but he will promote that for you too, as a so-called non-celebrity, right? He will tell the guy to go. Let's say there's a fight in that school over there, and one person smacks another. Exactly what happened with that Will Smith thing, right? He might tell him, hey man, you know what? In order to get your manhood back, sleep with his wife. Yo, you gonna get destroyed for that. Shame, puking. Right? We need to honor, whatever, dude. Going back to over here. So this cuts him. 1 Corinthians 7 and 39. The wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth. But if her husband be dead, she is at liberty to marry to whom she will, only in the Lord, by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So guess what? We have heard that Will Smith and this Jada Smith, fucking demon want to keep her name, Jada Smith, I'm doing it offensively, are swingers. We have heard this from multiple people in Hollyweird. We have heard this, and from that guy himself. Corey Holcomb was reading a transcript actually, not a script of a movie, a transcript which was from a podcast, and then they get the transcript and stuff like that. This is a transcript. The definition: it's a written or printed version of material originally presented in another medium. In this case, it was on some kind of podcast, and then he got the transcript and read what Will said, which is in the beginning there was monotal, something like that. There was one, and then after a while they started to do the multiple partners thing. So yeah, I think I can take this away now. It says here, the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 29. I'll just start here and then I jump to here. So it says, so he that goeth in to his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. If you go to another man's wife, you're not innocent about that, my man. You are guilty, whether you know it or not. And the funny thing is, we know that, we have heard from multiple people in Hollyweird that Will Smith and his partner are swingers. But that doesn't mean that you should also go and lay with his wife. You should keep the law to your I'll show you here. You should keep the law according to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, his ways. Not just because this female is a slut, does it mean that you should have sex with her too, talking about, well, she's a slut anyway. I mean, like, she's not faithful to her own man. I mean, she slept with like 5 guys in the neighborhood. I'm just number 6. And you are number 6. 666. Verse 32. Proverbs 6:32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get. And even this person over here, think it's a female, said, yeah, it's a female because I saw the hearts and shit. We need more honor in Sija Boshia. And stuff like that. But anyway, going on. A wound and dishonor shall he get. And his reproach shall not be wiped out. It's going to be remembered, my man. Unless you did it in, like in fault you didn't know. And that's what the Lord said, go and sin no more. That woman that was caught in adultery having sex, getting her back blown out, on a donkey tip. And she still got forgiven. But the Lord did say, go and sin no more. Don't do it again. If you're going to get your back blown out, this time you're going to get the back of your head blown out too. Serial killer type. Now the serial killers, when they after they're done having sex, then they kill the victim, which was in heaven pleasure. That pleasurely in heaven when they scream, "Oh God," shit like that. You in heaven right now, and now you finna be turned back to the dirt where you belong. So it says here, verse 33. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom. You can't pay him off. Neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. So it doesn't matter what you do. If he gets the chance to kill you, he will. Especially if he can get away with it. And nobody would know, except the Lord, of course. But a lot of people are not thinking like that. That's why you have adultery sex, because you're not thinking that the Lord is looking at you. So you're not thinking of murder neither. Right? Like if nobody sees it, you'd be like, hey man, only me know. Let's say he really can get away with it. He'll do it. And don't think that the Heavenly Father would actually, we shouldn't be doing that, by the way. But he did play out the judgment written. But then again, hey, go and sin no more. I would advise you to beat her up, not murder her. Just beat the fuck out of her. Beat the shit out of her. That's what I would do. Wouldn't probably kill her. Ezekiel, wait a minute. Ezekiel 18:4. Behold, all souls are mine, as the soul of the Father. So also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. But if a man be just and do that which is lawful and right, and had not eaten upon the mountains as sacrifices, neither had lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, giving the sacrifices and stuff like that to the idols, neither had lifted up his neighbor's wife, neither had defiled his neighbor's wife. Don't do that. Neither had come near a menstruous woman. Don't have sex with females that are on their period, which is what Esau is teaching you. That's what Esau is teaching you. Verse 7. And then not the rest, well, you can read the rest for yourself. Let me go on. Exodus 20:14. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Simple and plain. Adultery means that if you have a wife and somebody sleeps with your wife, that's adultery. Or if you are single and you sleep with another man, his wife or girlfriend, my man. Because ain't nowhere in the Bible it says that you need to put a ring around a person's finger and you need to be married like how they marry now. Marriage back in the days was just basically have sex. And then you're married. And they were always virgins. Genesis 4:1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived. So he know her. How you know a girl have sex? And bare Cain and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And And another one is Isaac. Isaac laid with Rebecca. Genesis 24 and 67. Sorry, I was reading. And I saw Sarah. I was like, huh? He's not having sense. It's Rebecca. But I didn't, sorry. Genesis 24 and 67. And Isaac brought her, Rebecca, into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebecca. And she became his wife. And he loved her. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. So, because she's stable, she is a pillar. Your woman is supposed to be a pillar. Your woman is supposed to be a pillar of rest. Sirach 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife getteth a possession. She's mine. Don't you like the girl is mine? Yeah, that song. Michael. A help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest, not a pillar of stress, which is the majority of the females nowadays, because they got Esau, and then they could come for your money. Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speak vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. And what shall happen after that? That our sons may be as plants, grown up in their youth, which is very prosperous. That our daughters may be as cornerstones, which is a pillar of rest, like something that you lean on. Polished after the similitude of a palace. That's how your daughters is supposed to be. Like a similitude means similarity. So they're beautiful. Here, similarity, likeness, sameness is like the same. What was a palace? Yeah, this is a palace. This is how our daughters will be. This is their likeness. This is how we will compare our daughters. They will be virgins. You're gonna compare into this. You would want to live there, right? Don't you want to live there? But these are some old palaces. I would burn them to the ground with Edomite blood. I can go around trying to find beautiful houses and stuff like that, but I'm just showing something quick. Or let me see, rapper palaces or something like that, mansions, whatever, man. Yeah, you get the picture. I hope you get the picture. But nowadays, our women, our daughters, and our women are actually palaces built upon sewers. Here, this is your daughter. This is your wife. On top of the sewers, there is where the beautiful palace is built. Because if you look at these females, a lot of them are pretty when you look at them, but they're not good inside nor under beneath. So going on. So yeah, that's how you know your wife. Exodus 20 and 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Deuteronomy 21 and 15. If a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn be hers that was hated, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he had, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. So this shows you that you are allowed to have two wives. That's the point. The point is that a man is allowed to have two wives. You can have multiple, but you need to take care of them. So this is not adultery, because or else the Bible would contradict itself, which it doesn't. People contradict themselves because they don't understand what's really going down in the Bible, in the ancient days. And this is an Eastern book, so you need to have an Eastern mentality upon the planet Earth. Yeah, not a Western mentality when you read these scriptures. But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn, by giving him a double portion of all that he had. For he is the beginning of his strength. The right of the firstborn is his. Exodus 21:10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. The food, you need to feed her, you need to clothe her, and you need to have sex with her, because that is the duty of marriage. The duty of marriage is sex. And if he do not these three things unto her, then shall she go out free without money. So, hey, bye-bye, broke, bye. You stay broke. Now, I could read this too, but I don't want to make it too long. But it basically says that if you are found laying with a woman that was betrothed unto another husband, you need to die. Deuteronomy 22:22. If a man be found laying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shall thou put away evil from Israel. What is he teaching? Well, you should know what he's teaching. He's teaching the opposite. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed, betrothed means engaged, right? So that means it's already arranged. They never had sex, but you already arranged it. Like, listen, once you turn, for example, a certain age, I'm gonna marry you to him. Okay, that's betrothed unto a husband. And a man find her in the city and lie with her. Then ye shall bring them both unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he had humbled his neighbor's wife, raped. Going into it. So thou shalt put away evil from among you. But this isn't rape. Basically, you humbled her because she didn't scream and she was in the city. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and a man force her, rape, and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this manner. So basically, you can't take her of, you can't blame her, because it's just like another man murdering another man, and that man had no chance because the man was stronger, than that other man. There's always one man stronger than the other. It's always. And more than often. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried, and there was none to save her. But if, I can read on, because this is controversial. Verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, so she is not engaged, and lay hold on her, grabbed her, because you don't let a man just lay hold on you. Come on, man. Think about that. He grabbed her. And the first one wasn't rape. Where is it? Humbled her. This one. It's not rape. This one is the force. But it goes into it because it's the same word used here. Where is it? Sorry, wait, I'll get to it. If a man that is a damsel if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found. Now you can also check out another translation. What was it, 28? If a man happens to meet a virgin who is not pledged, engaged, to be married, and rapes her, and they are discovered. That's it. You can find the word rape. Let me see. 8 times in different Bibles, different translations, to make it more plain. Verse 29. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver. That's a lot of money. And she shall be his wife, because he had humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. So you get a fine, basically. It's just a ticket. It's not just a ticket. It's a lot of money, by the way. But it is a ticket. You get a fine. You can call it a punishment, but yeah. If you got that money, you just, you save up your money and go snatch her up. Verse 30. A man shall not take his father's wife, nor discover his father's skirt. Meaning go to your father's, how you call that thing? Your father's nakedness is his wife. That's your father's skirt. Yeah, and back in the days, men had skirts, and not that thing that you call mini skirt nowadays, because Esau is changing the words and the meanings thereof. Upside down. Proverbs 26:17. He that passeth by and meddleth with strifes belonging not to him is like one that taketh the dog by the ears. That's why I'm not trying to go up in that nonsense with the Will thing and the Jada thing, and the Chris Rock thing. I'm laughing at that because I'm thinking to myself like, wow, it's a great distraction. You're really doing what you need to be doing, which is entertaining people. I'm not entertained. I just look at it, I laugh. I am entertained, but I'm not fooled by it, Lord willing, of course. I laugh at it. I think it's funny. I've seen a few memes and stuff like that. This is not mine. The brother told me this one, but I saw others. All I said was August or something like that. What was it? Yeah, I can't find it. I don't know. It's yeah. I have no idea. But he said like, oh, what did I do? All I said was August. That was funny. It's funny music, but yeah, it's just clown stuff. 2 Thessalonians 3:11. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies. What is busybodies? Busybody is meddling or prying person, always in somebody else's business, gossiping. 1 Timothy 5:13. And withal, they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. You shouldn't be talking about everything and anything. A person who tattles, you're like a tattler, always talking about other people's stuff. 1 Peter 4:15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. So leave these people when they do their nonsense, man. We just use that for examples on how not to be, as the scriptures requires us. But other than that, just leave them alone. Why? Sirach 26:23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feared Yahweh. So that female is wicked as hell. So guess what? Is Will wicked? Yeah, they don't want to put they don't want to put that one out there. Will Smith, motherfucker. What you talking about? 6 degrees of separation. I think that is what it was. Hey, they don't want to put it out there. Really? You don't even pre-spell it? Oh, yeah. Will's forgotten gem. I didn't forget it. I didn't forget it. I haven't seen it. I've seen some clips, and I don't want to see it. I've seen some horrible clips, and that was that scene. You see that little white dude taking off his clothes? Well, it's more than that in the movie. I'll tell you that one. I'll tell you that. Right. So, Sirach 11 and 10. My son, meddle not in many matters. For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain. Neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. You gonna get what you deserve eventually. You can run, but you can't hide. If you do that stupid wickedness concerning sticking your nose in every business that's there out there, that there's out there. 2 Timothy 3 and 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.